And hey, I just finished up my build on my 2021 Raptor 700R. And so I'm going to kind of briefly go over what I've done so far. If any of you have been following the channel, I've kind of made it step by step, but I think it's pretty much finished from what I'm going to do to it for now anyway. But anyway, it's a 2021 Raptor 700R. It is a special edition. That is the reason for the bright coloring. It does have the piggyback shocks. That's part of the R model. I have added the SS wheels, got those through Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com, and wasn't necessarily going or planning on putting those wheels on there, but I wanted to put some sand tires on it, and it kind of come as a set, and the colors kind of matched, so it just kind of all worked out. I have done the suspension. Darren over at M9 Suspension in Redmond, Oregon, really changed the way the bike rides. When I first got it, obviously the piggyback shocks from KYB are good, but they still lack comfort. And so when you're out on the dunes, you got all this little chop, and it's made, you know, by the side-by-sides and whatnot. But anyway, you have so much chop that it's really kind of rough to ride if you're kind of going across the ruts at all. So anyway, I had Darren revalve it 10 times better. It's softer in the initial part of the stroke, and it's got more bottoming resistance than the factory shock did too. So he's made a huge improvement, and I really love that. The Hauser A-arms, so these are Hauser plus 2. They're the Slickcast. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Slickcast or Slycast. But anyway, you can adjust both the camber and the caster on this adjustment right here. And so that's made a huge improvement. One of the things that I didn't like about the Raptor is I felt like it was too top heavy. And so you go around a corner and you really kind of have to throw your body weight, you know, to the opposite side to prevent from rolling over. And so I've just been riding today. This is really the first time I've had an opportunity to ride it, and it's made so much improvement. I went to the Tusk 2-inch hubs on the back, and so they're just an extension. And those really, that in combination with the swing arm or the A-arms there, have made a huge improvement in the way it handles. And now it kind of wants to slide around the corner as opposed to kind of feeling like it wants to roll over. And then it's much easier just to kind of get on the gas and just kind of whip the back end around like it would be for a lot of other Forerunner, or excuse me, quads. So what else have I done? I did put the ASV unbreakable levers. Those are adjustable. I did that for my son, so he rides it occasionally, and it's a little easier for him to adjust it and then grab it. I have done the fiber upgrade on the clutch. I did do a hot cam stage 3. And so one of the things about the Raptor is that, you know, they rev out really quick. And so it's really leaves kind of wanting more. It's kind of boring, but had a lot of torque. And so I wanted to I wasn't so much concerned about the torque, but I wanted to kind of move the RPM range up a little bit. So going with the hot cam stage 3, it does take off of the bottom end a little bit, but it gives it to the top. And if you like to ride aggressively, it's definitely a lot more fun. I did put a Uni air filter in it, give it more air. I did do a Yoshimura exhaust. They didn't have the full exhaust, and they still don't. So I just have a slip-on right now, but definitely opens up and gives it a lot more breathability through the engine, so you got more air and then more exhaust. And I haven't done the intake yet, so that's one thing that I could do. And the header pipe would, they're saying would give me an extra 5 horsepower if I was to do that. I do have the Power Commander Stage 5, or Power Commander 5 rather. You need that to adjust your fuel air mixture, and it has been dyno tuned by Daniel over at Cuervo Racing. So those are everything that I've kind of done to the vehicle, but man, it has truly transformed this thing. You guys feel free to hop on over to the channel and check out some of the riding videos that I've got on this. I'm riding over on the Oregon dunes today, and it's really wet and it's very choppy. But one thing I've noticed already is, like I said, it's got a lot more stability, definitely easier to kick the back end around. And then when you're kind of going over these uneven, you know, kind of trails, you might have one that kind of comes down this way, but then cuts back this way, and you know, normally it would feel like you're going to roll over, and it's a lot more easily to maneuver over those now. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and send them my way. Take the time to like and subscribe. I have a lot of reviews that I do on Tundras. I do them on other vehicles as well. I've got a 2022 YZ450F dirt bike, and then I also have a 2022 KTM 250XC TPI that I put the TSP performance kit on it. So I'm constantly testing things, but you know, like I said, if you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and send them my way, and thanks for watching.